Hey, what's happening?
Morgan's playing with the spider.
Well, the problem was I was helping my dad. So he had eye surgery and stuff like that, and I had to go over and help him for a little while. How's everybody? Sorry about that. I oh man, come on, computer. Trying to be able to post this damn link, and it's being a pain in the ass. Hello, John. Had to go help my pops. Got on quite a bit late, but everybody knows how that goes. So what the hell's everybody up to? I know I missed quite a bit. Hopefully YouTube won't cancel you tonight. What the hell did you do, Dan? Something. What's up? Fixing the rear window on your wagon. I remember doing a couple of those rope seals in those old wagons and pickup trucks and stuff too. What's going on, JB? Some of your comments on Black Ghost video. Well, okay. Yeah, my buddy wants me to drive his Mustang, but I don't know if I'll be able to now. A bunch of drama happened at work, so I'm by myself again. Come on, computer. What's happening, Brian? That's awesome, though. What zombie game was you playing? Damn transmission you're done with. You done with because you fixed or done with because you can't fix? Because I hate transmission problems. I give it to somebody else. "7 Days to Die." I remember Dead Island 1, 2, and 3 that I used to play a long time ago. I don't remember 7 Days to Die. It must be a newer one. It's fried. Ugh. That's aggravating, JB. I'm sorry. Five days off work. Man. I tried to have a 3-day weekend. Me and Jason did make it to the swap meet Saturday. Got to see some cool stuff. Didn't really pick up a whole lot. And I ended up having to go to work afterwards. Figured out my 350 problem in my Trans Am. Tube thing on the driver's side was clogged with dirt. You talking about for the modulator valve? When I put the shift kit in my 350, I did away with that. It just a little bit extended, more extended of a shift, but it still shifted. They banned your computer, but you're on your phone? They have to ban your channel. So I'm not sure how that's working. Twisted the weather. It's going to be nice. Oh, yeah. Weather is going to be awesome. No, it's this tube on top of the transmission. Also cleaned. So the vent for the transmission? Okay, well, I mean, it fixed it, so that's cool. I just a little confused. A couple more comments and then it won't work. Maybe. All right, something. Talk to you later, man. Have fun with that window. Yeah, day at the track's always good anyway. Howdy, Don. Suckers. Well, just doing our thing. How are you doing, man? Yeah, man. The only thing I can think of is maybe the vent is on top of your transmission, but the only other tube would be transmission lines or the modulator vacuum. What's up, Ron? You and Dallas going to be on tomorrow? The hole on the driver's side of the transmission. Really? Man, you have to get a picture of that. My email's on my page. Email me. I'll just send you my phone number. I'm curious what you're talking about, dude. Hey, Laura, sorry I missed you, man. Didn't even see you up there. I think I was reading other shit. Goat turquoise white horns. What the hell? Unfinished. What? What's up, Dr. Art? Oh. Oh, wow. That's a good one. I don't know where in the hell you get one at, Don, other than maybe looking on Amazon or eBay. What's happening, Tom? The vent clogged my truck's 9-inch and it puked oil out. Yep. Not a whole lot. No squirrels either. I think my dude, I named him Charlie. I think he's gone. I know the color of his fur and everything else and his tail, and I've not seen him. I got these two other ones that keep harassing me because I've not thrown any peanuts or nothing out there yet. I do have another one of those. I think I'm going to do one of the spot the problems tomorrow on a Ford F-150. It's going to be a lot like that Mustang was. We've had a lot of, well, this weekend we had a bunch of stuff towed in. Got some whiskey dents on a couple and curb shots on a couple and two motors that were locked up. It was a busy day. You put up a live link. Is that for your guys' live tomorrow? Okay, cool. Just hoping Dallas hangs in there. He's a good dude. Nice, Dan. I haven't done anything with veggie garden in quite some time. Hang on a second, guys. Oh, he put up some live links for tomorrow. I think since we're going to have 90-degree weather here soon, before I take my car to my buddy's barn, I think I'm going to start doing some work to it here at the house. Antiquated equipment. Operator. Okay.
Yeah.
It cut it off on the entry.
I'm working on a project right now.
Dude, Dad's in a shit ton of pain.
What the fuck? What'd they do?
There was just so much shit floating around in his eye. They
had to burn it all out.
Oh man, it's bad. He's in so much pain he can't open his eye. He's so pissed. I gotta take him back at 6 a.m.
Damn. I got a little.
Oh. Throttle position.
Yeah, we're gonna make one for the.
It'd probably be a good idea, Don.
The problem is I couldn't find the correct connector, so I'm actually
Making
not going to stab myself, but I got to cut. Let's see if you can see him on that side. You probably can't really see it. See, there's grooves. I got to put those grooves in the top instead of on the side, so it'll plug into this thing. I got one done. Let's see if we can get the other one done without fucking stabbing myself. I'm using some antiquated equipment.
Yeah. Gotta give yourself a vasectomy at the same time.
Right. I need to do the addictomy. Almost through it.
Well, I apologize to everybody when I got on here. I was so late, but I was trying to help Dad.
Yeah, I was wondering what was going on. I'm like,
I didn't have time to get my phone. I was going to try and get on here and say something, but it just wasn't happening.
I think this knife is dull. I got through that one.
Oh, you're good, man. It's all good. It's technology's fucking awesome.
Right.
I'm gonna have a hell of a spot the problem tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Did you happen to drive by the shop at all?
I saw something with a bumper in the back of it.
That's it.
Yeah, we took Hannah to dinner. She passed her physics registry for her new job. So.
Yeah. Don, I think if you don't cut yourself, you're not doing a good enough job. That means you're not trying hard enough.
Yeah, I still got most of my fingers done. I got the important one.
You got the doctor from Cannonball Run?
Mm-hmm, the proctologist.
Uh-huh.
God dang it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do a little short on this Aztec tomorrow for Buff, too.
Yeah.
It got towed in because it started making a dragging noise, so they shut it off and pulled over.
Buff Rogers.
Yep. One of them rods trying to exit stage left.
No call, no show.
No, he's trying to leave the chat. He's still there.
Who's that?
The rod.
Oh, yeah. That was
Oh, I
what,
bet.
Chief and Jackie said about her car when it blew up. Said that rod was a no call, no show. They fucking pulled the pan off and it was gone. Like, not even.
Oh, God. It
Not
even
even
shot
there.
through the pan?
Oh, yeah. It blew a big hole in it.
Oh, God. Oh.
What not to do.
Sounds like big block Aztec time. Nah.
I seen Nick the Van Man's got his V8 in his Astro. It's pretty sweet.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
I've been so damn busy, I haven't had time to look. It's almost left the building on this one.
Got a Tahoe in the shop. We're putting a Jasper engine and transmission in.
Oh, God. That's a
It's
heavy thing.
fucking like 15 grand.
Yeah.
But the truck's like brand new.
Now, I've got a transmission.
I think it never got the oil change done on it.
Yeah, Tom. I'm doing a transmission. Actually, second transmission.
I did a Jasper diff today. Man, Matt Grody was there. He was all over himself how much Jasper shit we bought. Yeah.
He's on the 5th engine in that Charger, too.
Man, he used to be like a gorilla.
Oh, he was huge.
He was
His head's still big.
Yeah, he still got the big old Harambe head on him.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if this is even going to fucking work. I may have to just deep pin this thing and rock it that way. I wonder how it'll go in there.
Man, Dakota was talking about let you know if I'm for sure going racing on Friday. Need to go racing. Make time for it.
Yeah.
Even to go watch. It's so relaxing. But he was saying he had a really, really small tube he could only get baling wire through on his transmission that was clogged up on that 350 Pontiac transmission.
The tube on top?
Yeah.
It's a vent.
Well, that's what I thought too, but he said it went down the driver's side of the transmission.
Huh?
I know he's going to get me some pictures of it so I can see what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, Colleen.
Well, that's not working either.
Tom says they asked me to do a trans today, and I told him maybe in 3 weeks.
Get back to me on that one. My people will call you. Don't call me.
Trying to make a milkshake out of milk, so I used heavy whipping cream. Okay.
This isn't the meme show. It's over.
Now, you're not dead in the water, dude. It's just, it definitely comes goes. I've been stuck at 526 since that last live when we hit my 500. I've not gone up at all.
Who's dead in the water?
Travis. Twisted. Shit.
Oh,
sorry.
I'm like, Travis ain't in here. Travis is at work. I was actually texting him earlier. Did you guys see his video of his drunk ass neighbor coming over there wanting to fight him?
Oh, God, dude. Oh. He had a better attitude than I did, than I would have.
He's just like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I
Oh,
would
my
have handled
damn
that a lot
dog.
worse.
Man, it's close. It's almost there.
Somebody just asked, why do you have goggles on? Who was that? Where'd it go?
What goggles are you talking about?
JB, why does Jason have goggles on?
I just called to say I'm blind as a bat. Because I can't see, JB. I'm old. They're safety glasses, reading glasses. Government issue from the county, from Montgomery County, Ohio.
Hey, so what's up?
Damn it. It's close. I think it'll actually work, though. I just have to work on it some more. I'm getting my hand getting sore.
Oops, wrong channel. I hate it when I do that.
Oh, shit. I pinched one of the connectors. Yeah, I have these on so when I stab myself, I can just see my knife go right into the bone. Yes, I'm making it worse. It's really close, though, but I'll mess with it. I'm probably just gonna have to depin it. If I had an old truck, that's what this is off of. Is like a 454 carburetor truck, like a OBS, like your old one.
Yep.
It's the exact same one that Holly has, and they want like $80 for it. You can get this on Amazon for $17. Then I just got to make a little bracket and then run it. Well, I actually don't have that carburetor down. My carburetors have been rotated. I have the old Q-Jet and the old Ford 2-barrel down here now.
Here you go, Jason. Read that one.
Have you ever? Yeah. Yes.
I had to go to work Saturday because of a coworker that better be an ex-coworker here soon.
Yeah, we had plans too.
So,
but he'll ride that boat as long as he can because he knows he'll get sympathy.
And I think that was a problem. His wife was getting all the sympathy, and he needed some more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bent the shit out of this one connector. I don't have any pliers down here, I don't think. Man. Hello? Is this thing on?
Sometimes. No, Dan.
More antiquated equipment.
It was kind of ironic when this post came out. So I totally stole it and posted this. Let me see if I can't get it to. Can everybody read that?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that the other day. It was pretty good.
That goes along with the shit show that I went into Saturday and today. And
kind of true, huh?
Yeah. Well, this guy he can come back and get his tools, and that's it. I'd rather be by myself than have to deal with his ass.
Well, yeah, because you know what you're looking at. Kind of have the same
At least he
problem.
didn't steal money on my toolbox this time.
kind of have the same problem at my work when somebody doesn't show up and I got to run the whole effing show, and
Yeah.
then they wonder why nothing's getting done. It's like, well, I got
I
2
can
green
overload.
kids, and
Yeah. I can overload one service writer real damn quick. That's why he loves having 2 of them there. And I mean, yeah, I'm not going to get into it.
yeah, I need to quit doing that. I've just about destroyed that. Hold on a second.
Okay. They give us sign-on bonuses for signing people up too, but out of the probably 5-6 people I've got in there, I've got 1 time, and all the other ones stayed there too. So I don't trust that no more either. I'm retired and work harder longer than I did when I was working. Yep, totally. I know it. I've seen it. My dad does the same thing. He's retired and still does body work every damn day. He's actually on a 2-week vacation because he just had eye surgery. Steal his glasses. There, Jason. Read down it.
I don't need my glasses to see the tree, JB. Actually, I probably need them to see this tree.
Yeah.
I found it. I found it. I got the pedal and everything still.
Oh, man.
I won that from
What's up,
Jay.
Smoke Wrench?
Smoke Wrench.
And
Kim
Mr.
is in the
Barrows.
house. What's up, Mr. Barrows? Yeah, I need to put a battery in this thing and start practicing again.
There's not
Yeah, remember
much.
when we used to have the what was that even called? Miami Valley Drag
Yeah.
Racers Association.
Yeah.
Remember that? I won that. Jegs was giving away shit, and I won that. And that
That
was
was
when
with
we
the
had a junior
500
dragster. Huh?
With the 500 bulbs.
It'll do all of them.
Oh.
You can do 3/10 tree on that thing if you want to.
Well, I know at Killcare they were doing, if you got a 500 bulb, you got a free synthetic oil change or something like that.
Yeah. But this was we were practice tree racing, and I think I had a perfect light on whoever I was. I think it was Jeg Coughlin. I think it was Jeg because he was there. I pissed him off that night, and John Lovins.
I suck at the tree.
I'm not the greatest at it.
I've never got a perfect bulb.
I'd rather be lucky than good. Shit.
When we had a 5/10 tree, the closest I ever got was a 512.
Try to get that hillbilly retirement fund one of these days. I gotta leave it alone. I gotta find something else to do with my hands. I don't know what to do with my hands. What do you want me to do with my hands? I don't know what to do with my hands.
I'm not gonna answer that.
Yeah, see those, JB? Ah! Oh! Sneak attack. Excuse me. Brian, what's happening?
Jason, did you see where I changed your moderator stuff? Is that showing up?
What'd you do?
I gave you the control that I have.
Oh, yeah, I can do that on the YouTube side, but not on the StreamYard side. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, no, hold on a minute. I actually share it. Oh, yeah, I can share a screen now. Nice. Okay, yeah. Sweet baby Jesus.
JB's gonna hop out. It's time for dinner or supper, depending on where you're at. All right, JB, take it easy. NSB, How goes it? Man, I want to go to Norwalk so bad. I've never been there. Old Ed's talked about it, and what did you do? What is that?
It's what I was working on today. I was going to show it to you.
Oh, okay.
Because I can actually share that stuff. You still have to.
So weird. I couldn't.
Yeah. The thing was sweet.
What's up, Buck?
Buck, what's happening?
Dude, that thing is sweet.
Anyway. Stop screen. Haha. Pretty sweet, huh?
Dang, Rob, you got regular service over there. Yeah, well. Oh, my brats love me. Jason, what were you working on? The
62 Olds Cutlass F85. And it had an all aluminum Buick 265 in it, and it had the switch pitch transmission in it, which was really neat.
What's that?
It's the predecessor to the 400 Turbo, but it's like a Power Glide, but it's a 3-speed. It's really weird. So the shift pattern is park, neutral, drive, second, low, reverse. It's all the way back.
Holy shit.
So if you thought you were going all into low, you actually would put it in reverse. But it had a fail-safe on it. You had to pull it twice for it to go in reverse. But it wouldn't start after somebody, they relocated the battery because under the hood they smoothed it all out, made it really nice under there. I didn't get any pictures under the hood. But the battery they had in it was a little tiny thing. It was only like a 500 amp battery, and it didn't have enough current to flow up through that cable. So, of course, they had it 3 different places, and they're all like, "Well, the battery is good, the starter's good."
Brian, just remember, we're right next to Wright Pat Air Force Base, so that'll maybe remind you a little bit.
Keep getting confused what part of Ohio you're from. We're from Southwest Ohio, Brian. We're north of Cincinnati and west of Columbus. We're in Dayton. We're on the east side of Dayton, where we're at. East side, Riverside. But yeah, the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base is here, though.
Yep.
The largest Air Force museum in the United States is. We can literally throw a rock to it from our house. We're
damn near.
Can't drive to it that way. You got to go the long way around, but we can see it.
Oh God, yeah, go clear on the other side of it. It's almost got its own damn zip code.
Mm-hmm. When we were kids, you used to go in right there where the ramp comes off of Harshman and goes down to Springfield. That's where you used to go in, where the jet's buried in the ground by the tail.
Yeah. I'm northeast of you. Hi, Marissa.
Who that? Oh, Tom, yeah. Hey, Tom's up around Norwalk, I think. Hey, Marissa, what's happening? You're in YouTube suspension school and are changing stuff up on the rear end. Hope to have everything in by a fun day Sunday. All right. What did you do? Why are you in YouTube suspension school? Must have did some shit like I did. Man, my buddy Grizz from California, Grizz's Garage, he must have gotten in trouble because his channel's gone. And I think he was using copyrighted music. And I kind of hinted at that, but I didn't really want to tell him because he's a real big, burly biker guy. But I was like, hey, brother, great videos, but you might want to be careful what music you use. And he's like, fuck them or whatever, I'm like,
Yeah, Brian, I'll go take a look, man. I don't care.
yeah, it's called Brian. Like my shifter I found, and it's actually a friend of ours that's got it.
Yeah.
It's been, what sucks is I look like every day, and it's been on there for like 6 weeks, and Bobby had it. I'm like, yeah, he texted me this morning. He says, "Hey, do you seriously want this shifter?" I was like, "Yeah, man." I was like, and I forgot we had dinner plans today. He's like, "Oh, well, I got some guy bugging me," and he's like, "I'll just tell him to." I was like, "Well, if you want to sell it, no hard feelings." He's like, "No, I'll keep it for you. It's no problem."
Yeah.
Like, I appreciate
Well, it's
it.
just like that 70 Camaro he was trying to sell me. He's like, I'll hold on to it for you if you want to save money. And I'm like, huh?
Yeah. Like, dude, just sell it. Yeah.
Oh,
But I
dude,
mean,
that
for
car's too
a little bit
nice.
of money that shifter is, I don't think it's a big deal to him.
Yeah.
Where's he live at?
Trotwood.
Trotwood. Okay.
That's where his shop is, so he moved out there.
Okay.
He tried to get me to bring the Camaro out there, and I was just like, I don't know about that.
Well, if I get off work early tomorrow, I'll just shoot out there and grab it. It says brand new in the box. Everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's got a cover and everything. It's like, it's the Ratchet, the Pro Ratchet, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like my Mega Shifter.
Yeah, I know. Not my favorite ones, but.
Well, when they're new, they don't miss.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about throwing it in reverse.
Yeah. Well, it's got the lockout on it.
Okay.
I can show you a picture of it. Let's see.
Trotwood, bang, bang.
Oh, Brian. Brian just sent me a joke.
My friend was selling a Hearst line lock, new in the box. I figured it out was him and told him to bring it to work. Yeah. The radiator, it's actually in Jason's S10. The guy I was working with in Xenia, he lived right down the street from the guy I found it from. So he went home, got the radiator, and then brought it back to me.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can share this. I'll show it to you real quick. Whoop, I'm in the wrong spot. Who just messaged me again? Let's see. Share screen. Is it this one? Nope.
You just did it.
Yeah, I'm trying to pick which screen though.
Oh.
No, they got a protection on it because it's fucking Facebook. Oh, fuck you, Zuckerberg, you fucking asshole.
Hey, Buck shares it, though. How can he share it?
I don't know. It ain't fucking.
Well, he does it on his live, though. Maybe that's the difference.
Yeah, maybe if it was you, then.
Share I don't know how to do that yet.
Hold on a second. I'm working on it.
Fake book.
Yeah, fake book, exactly. Fucking. It'll pop up a bunch of shit about Zuckerberg now that I said it because my phone's right here.
Yep.
Fucking
cocksucker. Hi, Wendy.
Channel? No. Screen 2? Nope, that's us.
Very cool. Yeah, you always need some time off.
I think it is. It's got to be what it is. They've got it blocked. Piece of shit. Yeah, literally every screen that I have up except this one.
Oh, dang.
Brian, It's
Why are
some
you
stuff
muted?
that we shouldn't be saying on here. So he was. Oh, there he is, right there.
He's muted. There he is.
What's up, Brian?
What's up? Yeah, I got a bunch of background noise going on, so I'll be muting and unmuting myself.
I figured you were at work, man.
We can hear you just fine. It's all good.
You having trouble sharing something?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
What oh, what am I thinking here?
It's a Facebook
Internet.
Marketplace ad. Oh, I'm
Do
sorry. Go
you
ahead.
use goddamn, what program do you use to look at the internet?
Oh, Firefox.
Does it have tabs?
Yeah.
You should, whenever you go to wow, I got some lag going on.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Whenever you go to share screen,
Uh-huh.
oh, don't give me the tips. I know what I'm doing. I'm teaching these old fuckers how to do it. Don't show this again. Okay. It should say, once you hit present,
Uh-huh.
and hold on, let me go back.
I'll be right back and we'll grab my earpiece.
You hit present, share screen, and then up at the top it's got window, entire screen, or I use Microsoft Edge, so it says Microsoft Edge tab.
All right.
Does yours say like Firefox tab?
No, it's coming up. It says, do you want to share StreamYard channel content, which I have 2 monitors, so I've got like all my analytics and shit's over here, and my TikTok and my email, but the only thing it's not showing is Facebook. So the one that it's not showing is showing it's blocked, like Facebook has it fucking blocked.
That's weird. Hold on.
Well, my computer is uh-oh. What'd I do? Did I do that? Yeah, that was me. I don't know what I just did. Like I said, I'm going to fuck around and lock the whole thing up because this computer is a turd.
Is it on Marketplace?
Yeah, it's on Marketplace.
See, because I just do this.
That's probably why.
I just do this. I go present, share screen, Microsoft Edge tab, share, and then now you should be able to bring it up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It says van icon. I want that van.
Damn.
And then you can go back to the tab and actually like show the different pictures.
Move it around, yeah.
That's how we do whenever we do. I don't know if you guys ever watch when we do wide guys.
Yeah, and you talk about the cars for sale and stuff, right? And that's why I was like, why the hell?
Oh, I didn't notice a creepy dude looking out the back.
He comes with it. Watch out.
Oh.
Is that Adam?
Jesus.
See, then I just hit stop screen. And I wonder if it has to do with Firefox.
It probably does because, Firefox blocks all the ads. I don't have to watch commercials on YouTube and all that.
I'm using Edge. Oh, speaking of Edge, the tuner that I have on the truck, I found where it cut off the speed limiter. Right. I also found where it does the throttle response also. So you can do 100% where it'll give you your regular throttle response. You can do 200%, which is way too fucking much. So it was fun. Oh shit. He was doing too much clicky.
Uh-oh. You lost it.
Yep.
So yeah, that's basically how I was going to see if because I know
oh, here he is.
Shane likes to show stuff a lot. I was going to
clicky.
I've been trying to get Wilburn to do it. Yeah, Wilburn just holds up his phone. It's like, no, just bring it up on your computer. And
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Colleen clicked himself out.
I did. I told you I'm going to mess around and mess everything up.
It's bad when you do that when you're running a lot.
Oh, shit. Yeah, Sunday's off tonight. She was up there farting around with the dogs. Breaking news. What the fuck's breaking news? Who knows? Oh, whatever.
So you hadn't done nothing else to your car, Brian?
I just got the brakes put on, front brakes, the new stuff I got for it. Got all that put on today, and like I said, I've been going through some shit, so I just made a list. It's not a very long list of stuff I need to get done, so it'll get done. I got Dennis helping me find parts. I think he said he found me a windshield.
Oh, cool.
So I can.
I need a welding blanket.
I got a welding blanket.
Do you?
Yeah.
I need to put it over my back seat so that I can weld those 2 bars in my roll bar.
I got a big one. Dom, what's up, buddy?
I need somebody that can weld.
This is easier than
I've got it. What, Don?
And this is easier than typing.
It is.
Oh, I have someone that can weld. And it's not me. My boy, we sent him to Hobart Welding Academy, and he's pretty good.
I've got a pretty sweet welder that I got, 3 years ago?
Yeah, you do have a nice welder.
I think it was 3 or 4 years ago, but it's a TIG, stick, and MIG all in one from Mac.
Oh, I'd like to have that.
Yeah, it's a inverter welder. It's a bad mofo. It is a bad.
I brought it home so that I can weld those in.
I do a little bit of welding, but
is Don
do
muted?
What? No.
Oh, I can't hear him.
No, I'm
Oh, there you are.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
We saw your mouth moving, but heard nothing.
and I got one of them Harbor Freight specials, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Don't know how to
I've got
weld, but
I've got an Amazon
Wow,
Flux Core special. I ain't afraid to weld shit with it. I weld everything with it. So.
Colleen, the direction I built my car, people got mad at me.
I wouldn't even have bothered because I knew that engine was good. I bought it from Jed. It was out of his running car. I wasn't even going to bother getting it started. I was going to do everything else and get it started last. But everybody was giving me shit. Is that car running yet? Is it running yet? Yeah, it is now.
Oh, I didn't pay no attention to nobody else. The car got painted, and after it got painted, I tore the trunk floor out of it and rebuilt my own trunk floor because I didn't like it. I'll get some more pictures of the trunk floor. It's pretty damn cool. I had a guy at Cameras that does all the chassis building. He saw my trunk floor, and he's going to use it on a couple hot rods that they're doing there for an old 70 Camaro. He thought it was pretty sweet. So my trunk floor on the left side was like this, and is it about midway through my trunk floor, it drops down. So there's this big, huge pit over here that's uneven as hell. And this side's, 4.5 inches higher. And then they had a spot for the spare tire up underneath the package tray. So I cut all of that out, all the way to the frame rails. Brought 2 pieces over, dropped down the frame rail to a gigantic flat floor. And then I ramped it up the backside and then put my fuel cell in there.
Okay. Mine was, you know how those Dusters got the big round dent for the spare tire in them?
Yes.
Well, somebody had cut that out of mine. Either it was rusty or it was good. I don't know which.
Mm-hmm.
But I had an old Dodge Dakota hood. I just cut a big old perfect square out of it, laid it on there, and tech screwed it in. I'm like, there, it's fine.
Hell yeah, I like it.
But if
Yeah.
you crawl underneath the car, it's like a porcupine. You got to be careful.
Yeah. Well. Oh damn! Sorry, Don.
Let me introduce myself. Come on.
So yeah, I did all that to my car. Then finally got the fuel system in. Motor had been in it for a while. So, I mean, the car was pretty as hell as I was putting the motor and transmission in. Everybody's getting mad at me saying I should have done motor and transmission, everything first, and then got it painted.
Mine goes into gear now by itself.
Did you put more
By
training
itself.
fluid in?
Mm-hmm.
It got reversed.
Well, yeah, sometimes.
Hopefully, not like all by itself, like Christine.
No, well, it might. Now the shifter on it, it's for a 3-speed, and it's not really driving well with the power glide. So, and the fucking drive shaft I got is bent. I mean, bent. But
Did you call them?
yeah, they said I can come out and get another one.
Okay, good.
But I'm really thinking about just sending it out and getting a new tube, put it in anyway, because it's the step down tube, and I'd really like to have just one size tube. So I think I'm just going
Stronger.
Yeah, I was at Driveline today. I was talking to Tim about it, and he's like, "Man, just send it over to us."
Tim was still there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He
He's
was
still
in the
hanging
back
out
working. He said he's going to work till the end of summer. He thinks he's just not. He's not going to do any deliveries or answer the phone. He's just there hanging out. But I really would like to get him to work on my shit before he does retire, because he's kind of the best at
His
it.
boy sucks.
Yes, his boy does suck. And I think that's why he keeps hanging around, because his boy fucks shit up and then everybody gets mad at him. So, but yeah, I talked to him about it today. He's like, man, he's like, don't even worry about it. He's like, just let me put a new tube in it. And he's always good to me.
You say how much it would be?
I don't care. It doesn't matter. I mean, God have it.
Well, the cool thing is you've got both ends.
Well, I have both ends, and I have the yoke that I need, which Tim got me,
Yeah.
which, it took 6 months. So, but at least what I have now, if we put it on the ground and I get the brakes bled out, I mean, it'll move itself now. Like, I can put it.
Right.
I want to get it out of the garage and over on the side of the house where I can fart around with it. And if I want to go drive it, then I don't got to fuck around and move the camper and move the truck. And
you still got your vacuum thing, don't you? With the brake bleeder nipple on it.
Yeah. Succubus.
So
the vacula. Yeah. I still got it. I actually have 2. I have one here at the house and one at work.
Okay.
Well, I got one here at the house for doing motorcycles. It actually has 2. You can bleed the front and the rear at the same time. So, but it just was weird how that fitting.
Have it work, I love.
It was weird how that fitting came loose. Like, so I bought the truck and somebody put all new brake lines on it. And we drove it for like a year before we took it apart. And when I was welding I had to cut the K-frame to get the engine to fit. Well, when I was welding it back, I arced out on one of the lines and burned a hole through it. So I replaced that line and rerouted it around the engine. And then the line going to the back, there's a junction. And it was like 2 turns loose. Like somebody went in there and broke it loose. Like,
oh, yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck
What's
happened? I must have been drunk one night and decided, fuck it, I'm just going to take it all apart. I don't know. I have no idea what happened, but all I know is I'm in there putting the pedal up and it's going, I just hear it just dousing the floor. And I'm like, and of course, luckily mine doesn't have inner fenders in it anymore, so I can see where all the lines run. I'm like, stuck my wrench in there. I'm just like, turn. What the hell, But I got the rear shocks for it. I ran down the hardware store and got the bolts today. I was going to put those in tonight, but that didn't happen because, like I said, Cindy was home and we took Hannah out to celebrate her getting her physics thing done. So it was good though.
Oh shit!
She's up there making
Sorry.
a pinata for Lila's birthday is Thursday. She'll be 8. She's making her a pinata. It's got tennis balls and shit in it.
Oh my god!
I'm like, that dog's not going to open that thing. You know how she is. She's like, you know. It's like when we let that mortar off the other night, it scared the hell out of all
Oh
of them.
Jesus! Oh my god!
I was cleaning up the garage.
Bad.
Sunday night, Don, I'm cleaning up the garage. Or Sunday morning, we had a cookout. With Rob and his kids came over, and my kids came over, and I found this big ass firework. I'm like, what's this thing? You know, it had this really long fuse on it. I should have known what it was. I didn't know what it was. And then Hunter gets over here, and I'm like, Hunter, what's this thing? He's like, it's a mortar. And I'm like, oh shit, we got to find a pipe to launch it out of, you know. Well, the pipe we had was a little too big. That thing got up about 15 feet. And when it blew, literally, it was the radius of it was larger than the area it had.
You're all.
It was like,
It went to the surrounding houses, both directions.
everybody's swimming pools got shit in it from that mortar going off.
It
I
was
hate
probably a 200-foot canopy firework.
It was loud. It went off, dude. It did this whole like.
Yeah, it went up just at the top of the house and then blew up. It was so fucking
Yeah.
loud it made my ears ring.
It rattled the window.
I
Really
hid
was
behind the
loud.
fucking house.
Mm,
So did you have all the neighbors come out their doors?
nah. They figured out.
Oh no, but it was all over Facebook. Did you hear
Oh
that?
yeah. That's our joke here. We have the Riverside community page on Facebook, and it's always like, "Did somebody hear a boom?" And I'm like, "Oh shit! Here goes the fucking Facebook page. It's going on."
I screenshot it and sent it to Jason. Did anybody hear that?
Fuck.
No, not
And
at all.
somebody lit a quarter stick or something off about an hour later. It was super. I think it was
Oh,
Jeremy behind us who
God.
did that. I think that was Jeremy that did that behind us because, dude, it was
That was Jason.
it was on the ground and it was loud, huh? It was loud.
He makes titanium bombs now.
Oh, that was a pipe bomb.
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
it? What the fuck?
Yeah, he makes shavings. He gets shavings of titanium from work and sticks them in a little pipe bomb with black powder. And yeah, he's gonna make a fucking nuclear bomb here soon, I bet you,
He's gonna cut his nuts off one of these days. What's he gonna do?
or
Yeah,
blow them off.
Yeah, they go wrong eventually.
No big loss there, boys. We don't need any more of those around.
Them damn Hayes boys.
Wendy's brother did that a few
Never
years
heard
back.
that.
Homemade pipe bomb. The fuse went out. It's like, oh, we'll just go pick it up.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
God.
no.
Yeah, he looks
Yeah.
about like that right now. It's the middle finger. He's got just enough nail that it comes around the tip of his finger. And
Oh wow. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I never liked that whole backyard ballistics bullshit. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna lose fingers and eyes and testicles and all that
I'm
good
glad I
stuff.
know
You know?
enough people, but I let them fuck around and find out.
Yeah,
I just-
yeah. We just step back and watch it laugh.
I'd rather tell the story than live the story.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Hey, y'all
we did
remember when that-
sodium chloride in water and stuff like that would blow up, but I never made a fucking pipe bomb.
No. Remember when I fucking strapped that pipe to that skateboard and I stuffed it full of sparklers and fucking lit them?
Dude,
and it
I
made
never
like a jet?
stopped doing it.
That was some
I kept
crazy
doing
shit. We were making jet engines. We had this old, your grandpa was a contractor. We had this, I don't know how big a pipe it was, about a 2-inch.
Piece of galvanized pipe.
It was a fence post, I think. Yeah. We
Was it?
crammed that thing just as many sparklers as we could get in it. And we need to stick one in the end for a fuse and light it. And that thing would go down the road and the pipe would get red hot. And we did it so many times. It was one of them old, them old skinny skateboards we had when we were kids that were plastic. And it just melted it down one day. Right.
The neighbor said, "Hey, wait a minute." He comes out and he's got 2 masonry nails and fucking wire. He sticks one nail in front of his house and a nail clear down in the intersection. He's like, "Here, let's see if we can keep it straight." It broke the wire. It broke the wire and went up in that freaking people's yard in the corner. Oh my God, it was crazy.
He'd get out in his backyard. He had a 55-gallon drum, and he would just toss quarter sticks in it, just randomly. Like,
Oh, it's fun. It's fun when your neighbors help with your fuckery.
oh yeah. And he was the old guy. He
Big
was my
Bob
grandpa's.
awesome.
He was our grandpa's friend. He was hilarious, dude.
Let's see, NSB. We were shooting some Terranite. We had people in the town posting about booms.
Or Tannerite. Yeah, posting about booms, right? We always say, "Here comes the boom."
We did a 1 pound of Terranite underneath a 250-gallon drum, fuel drum, out at a guy's farm up the road from us at Perry's.
Oh yeah, at Perry's, yeah. Oh, did you see those flags?
It a dent in the bottom of this thing so big. Oh yeah. It looked like someone got kicked in the nuts with a dent that it put in it.
It was cool. He made these flagpoles, and it had every branch of the military on it out in front of his house yesterday. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah, he's not prejudiced. He loves everybody. He's
Terry's
awesome.
definitely a patriot. He's like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he was in the army.
Awesome. He'll help anybody.
He was in the army. I'm pretty sure.
Marines, I think.
Marine. Don, you were in the army, weren't you?
Yep.
National Guards.
National Guard. Okay.
Army National Guard.
I was in ROTC. That's as far as I got.
I didn't do none of it.
Yeah, I wished I would have now.
I tried to do too.
Yeah. Do you get VA benefits, Don? Do you get VA benefits?
Me? No.
Yeah. No. Okay. That's the only thing I remember is when my grandpa was sick and he was in the VA. Man, they fucking took such good care of him. Such good care of him. He was a Marine.
You guys talking about doing stupid shit. My dad, we lived in this small town in southern Missouri, and he worked for the school bus garage. Well, they had a lot of free time. So my dad, everybody was talking about making potato cannons.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were big here for a while. Everybody was making their own version.
Well, my dad made one out of muffler or exhaust pipe, 3-inch exhaust pipe, and at the bottom where the chamber was 4-inch exhaust pipe.
Lord.
It had a 6-foot barrel on it.
That's a
it
cannon.
was on this little tripod thing that he built, and he put a diesel battery, and he had 4 spark plugs and a GM HEI distributor to ignite.
Whoa! And just let it live. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it would shoot a potato about 1/8 of a mile.
We did this thing when
we used to shoot all kinds of shit out of it.
I started out working in the muffler shops, and actually Pat that I was talking about the other day, Rob, that his family runs the car show, the Dohertys. He ran the BP up on the top one. It was when I worked at Salem Avenue. It was about 1/8 of a mile up the road, up on top of the hill. And those guys used to fuck with us all the time. They'd drive by and throw firecrackers in the shop and all this kind of shit. So I took a piece of 2.5 or 2 1/4, whatever a tennis ball fit in, real tight, exhaust tubing. And I did like your dad did, Brian. I welded the tripod on it, and I welded the end shut, and I blew a hole in it. Well, then I'd light the torch, nice cutting, flame, and I'd smack it out, and I'd fill that tube full of gas, and then I'd relight the torch and then run the torch over it. I shot that tennis ball all the way up through their garage door and into the shop. And guess who they called first?
Damn it. 49 pounds of Terranite.
Wow.
That'll get rid of a beaver.
That makes me pucker just thinking about it.
That's a lot of Terranite.
Yeah.
Set it off with a rifle.
Yeah,
From the
turbo
other
toms
end
that
of
they
the
shot.
field.
Yeah. Aquanet will do it too. Does nothing special, that's for sure.
Does nothing special.
And the deodorant, the spray deodorant has the propellant in it too.
Aquanet used to be the big powder charge the people around here used.
Well, I remember when we were kids, they'd make them out of Pringles cans and they'd use lighter
And I'm
like
shooting
Zippo.
apples and watermelons and shit.
They'd put Zippo lighter fluid in there, and then. I'm sure that wasn't dangerous at all.
You ever have a carbide cannon?
Dad did. Yep.
Yeah, now I'm showing my age.
Yep.
Oh, that
I
little
think he still
one?
has it. Yeah, the little one that's on like the brick.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we used to make our own out of soup cans, duct tape
Mhm.
together. And
Yep.
Well, we learned that instead of using black powder, he'd make put it in a ball of tape and shove it down in there. We switched up and started using H110 shotgun powder, and it makes a hell of a bang in a flame that comes out of it.
Man, I remember one night they were messed up, him and Uncle Steve, and they were making bullets, and they had a bunch of powder that was on the floor, and they didn't want to use it because they were
Oh,
afraid
man.
of dirt in it, and they put it in the little measuring tray.
Tin.
Yeah.
No, we put it in a tin.
Oh, a tin, yeah. And they lit that
Yeah.
shit, and it burnt 20 feet high, about 3 inches around, like straight up. And they didn't think it was going to do that. I'm like, man, I'm glad they didn't put that close to the house because it would have lit or the deck or whatever. It would have lit it up. Everybody's like, whoa, shit. We didn't think it was going to do that. It's like this nice orange, pinkish, purplish flame.
And see, grab that link.
What's that?
I think
Redneck.
I remember watching that.
Video on channel Redneck. Oh yeah, brush clear. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it was like, boom. Man, the craziest one I've ever seen though is that guy that shoots.
There was
the
another guy I
refrigerator with
watched that blew a tree out. Oh, I know.
But the one
Oh
that
my
shoots the
God.
refrigerator and then the door comes at him like slow motion, like whoo, and it goes right past him. That is the craziest.
He almost had a real bad day.
He about got messed up. Yeah,
Yeah.
like he didn't even know
All right,
that was
Colleen,
coming either.
thanks for stopping in and chatting with us.
Take it easy, Colleen.
We'll definitely be on Professor P.
They're going live tomorrow. All right, gotcha.
Yeah, I always look
Professor
on
P is
Wednesday.
on live tomorrow at 7.
That is one smart dude too.
Yeah, he is.
Shane.
Oh,
Oh my
Shane.
God.
Shane, yeah, he is. Yeah.
I want to see Cookie
What's up, E?
Monster.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing he said about my fluid damper on my Camaro, I asked him what balancer that they used, and he was talking about the fluid damper.
Sorry,
And how it, he thinks is better for RPM harmonics and everything else, but to drive it and to warm it up, and that he says it works better that way. So I'm going to test that theory.
Oh, to
He
get
said
to
he's
get
done
the.
it. The
I
fluid
don't know what
warm
it's
and
got
where
in it. Yeah, it's got fluid in it.
Right. But once the fluid gets warm, it balances better.
I still haven't had anybody answer my line lock question.
What's that?
What?
Well, okay. You know how Mopar's got you got your 2-pot master cylinder. The front is for the back brakes, the back's for the front brakes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then they always got that. It's not, and from what I'm seeing, it's not really a proportioning valve. The factory thing isn't a proportioning valve. From what I've heard, all the proportioning takes place in the master cylinder.
Okay, so it's probably a metering block and not a proportioning valve, is what it
Yeah.
is.
So
Yes.
what
Yeah.
I'm wanting to do, I actually have it set up, but I need to get all my lines tight and right. Is go out of for the front brakes, go out of the back pot of the master cylinder straight to the line lock.
Mm-hmm.
To the top of the line lock. That's where they say to put it in. But then at the bottom, there's like 3 different holes. Well, shouldn't I be able to just run one hole to one brake and one hole to the other brake?
Yes, you can.
Yep.
Yep.
and then go out of the front pile of the master cylinder and just go straight to the back brake.
Correct. And bypass your you usually all the time if you have a metering block or a proportioning valve, you always want to eliminate it when you're using a line lock because it'll just screw up the whole works. So yeah,
Okay.
you're fine there. Yeah, just do
Well,
away with that.
they want like $90 for that damn valve.
The proportioning
And
valve. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, dude, I've eliminated so many of those and
The
really
metering block
my
is there.
go ahead. No, tell
The
me what it is.
metering block's there so that if you blow a line, it cuts the front axle off or the back axle off, so that you still have brakes.
my dad was
So
telling me about that.
I
but
branched
I'm like,
mine right off from my front ones, and it works fine.
I'm just saying, it's a damn race car. If it blows
Well,
a line,
my
I'm
opinion
kidding.
is if it's a metering block um, that actually meters the flow to the back wheels, it actually cuts down the pressure to the back wheels. Well,
Yeah.
on a drag car, you've got 3 or 4 times as much tire on the back as you do the front. So I think you need more bias on the back anyway. So that's
Well,
like I said, I took them
dragsters
off.
only run back brakes, don't they?
Oh yeah, dragsters only have back brakes. Yeah. Some of your funny cars have front brakes, but very few. But yeah, because all the tires on the back of the car, And,
So is that
yeah?
so that thing is it actually called a metering or proportioning?
Oh, what is it? I just looked it up.
I think that's a metering block on a Chrysler, if I remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the proportioning takes place in the master cylinder.
It's in the
Everything I've read
master.
says so.
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
new guy.
Yeah. So that's
and
Yeah.
even if
looks
it
identical to
does
Chrysler.
mess up, I can always get one of those valves that you can adjust. The adjustable.
yeah. You
valves
can get the
are-
adjustable proportioning valve, but like I said, I've done this on. I mean, my friends ran Mopars when I was racing. They always took them off. I took mine off the Ford. James's Firebird doesn't have one on the GM. Like, it never
first
has made a
responder.
difference. It's just less crap you got to deal with.
See, I've
'Cause
never
I
had
am
an
gonna put one on
actual
the truck.
proportioning valve on my car where yeah.
Well, the
But
S10
I
is
mean,
a brand new one.
my
It
car's
actually
always
works.
stopped really good.
Yeah, and I never worried about having them on there. Like I said, the only thing
Putting those
most
rear
of
discs
them
on
are
my
is
car,
just
holy shit, does that thing stop good?
it's just a cylinder in there. When the front brakes blow out, it moves forward to block those
Mhm.
off and just give you rear, or
Yep.
vice versa, and that's all it is. So like,
Yeah, I've had those get stuck before.
yeah, and you get them stuck. Yeah, you blow a rear line on a GM car, and you replace the line. You go to bleed it. Well, it won't bleed because that damn valve's stuck because it won't let fluid go. And then just take them off, throw them in the trash. I mean, that's
That Roadrunner I had in my shop, that I'm pretty sure that valve was stuck on that because we couldn't get any back brakes whatsoever.
yep.
Do you guys ever watch the videos on that? They're really old videos.
I
It's
watched
like
some,
one
yeah.
of the first ones. That car was so cool.
hmm
That car, because we had state inspection, or they had state inspection over in Missouri, and you get a sticker and it'd have the years on it, and whatever year they just punched it. Well, this was a '71 Roadrunner, and the last punch on the sticker was 1978.
Oh wow, that's cool. Hold on a
And
second.
then it was like, I guess it was 2020, 2021, he picked that car up. It had been sitting that long. Dennis was in that video too. Twisted Mopar, he was in that video, or a couple of them videos, because he's the one video where we got it running, and he did a goddamn burnout in my shop and smoked my whole shop up. You couldn't see anything. It was pretty awesome. I want to recreate it with the Duster.
Man, first responder, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Refresh me before we start guessing. I don't remember. And I've not been on YouTube because I've been helping Dad and everything else. I've not watched anybody's stuff yet.
Yeah, with these sunsets at 8:30 now, it's like makes for long days.
Well, I enjoy that because I get more done. I have to mow tomorrow, and I think I'm going to go ahead and pull the back glass out of the Camaro completely now, so I can get the my roll bar finished. Oh, okay. Man, I'm not sure what kind of motor and stuff it is, so I just gotta. I'm not real sure. Maybe I can just do a rollover test before start. I remember you talking about it, so let me guess at 160. Don said 175.
It's like Grand Central Station in here. What are we doing? What are we talking about?
Oh, we're guessing
First responders truck. He did a rollover test and
did a compression test to see. Oh, I don't even know what engine it is or what compression it's supposed to be or anything.
I've been trying to keep up on first responders videos. He's got them short ones. I got time for those.
Yeah, right.
Some people, it's like DD Speed Shop, 43 minutes. And I don't have 43 minutes.
Yeah, fucking Vice Grip Garage. I ain't got time for that shit anymore. The only one that I will watch that's long videos, and it's because I geek out on this guy. His name's Fitzy's Fabrication, and he does sheet metal work, body work. It's fucking amazing. I love watching him work because he does it all with just stuff that we got in the garage, and he does some high-end shit. Like, it's nice. And
Yeah, I like his stuff.
you see it, yeah.
how much you got, first responder?
I've only got a couple long ones that I can watch. The one main one, for some reason, he always throws a video up right when I get home, is the Old Man's Garage. He's there in Ohio. He's up north or northern Ohio.
He is,
though.
yep. Yeah, he's got some pretty good ones.
I like the way he does his
360
voiceover.
block and 220 rating.
The other one I like watching that's a voiceover is Barbecue Pit Boys. Have you ever seen those guys? Shit. Man, they make some good food.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a bunch of ZZ Top
I learned
guys,
how to do
man.
Smoked baked beans from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no shit.
Those guys make some good food. If you guys want to see some barbecue cooking, gosh almighty.
Dead Dodge Garage does voiceover like that too.
Long video, I guess, would be like an hour. Would be a long video to me.
Well, what was that premiere I did when I put up all my drag racing stuff? That was like over 2 hours, wasn't it, a while back? And I actually had a pretty good crowd that night.
Yeah.
Well, I could probably tell you it wasn't that long ago.
I can't believe how many people watch my lives after they're up, and like they end up going
Thanks,
like
NSB. Take it easy, brother.
Yeah, it was 2 hours. 2 hours and 14 minutes. I had 66 people that night watching it. I was like, whoa.
I'm like, what are you people doing where you just got an hour to sit here and watch us tell dick jokes all night?
Right.
I don't understand it.
I watch them sometimes. Like if I miss it, I'm bored at work. Because what I do is our alignment machine is a computer, and I'll just put YouTube music or whatever. Well, if I'm on the drive-on rack doing something, I'll turn a YouTube video on and I'll just be listening to it, you know. So a lot of times I'm not watching it; I'm just listening to it. What you guys are doing, you know.
That's usually what I do. This is what I got. My Bluetooth headset that looks like earplugs.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
They're real sticklers on phones at my work.
Yeah.
So I just put that on and sit there and work and listen to you guys.
Hell yeah. Are they hearing protection also?
Oh yeah. They
Yeah,
actually
that's
work
cool.
as hearing protection.
That's cool.
Even though I usually only got one in because I got to listen to the
All your
machine.
aluminum
mine
bottle
has some
to a Busch
cancellation in
Ice
it too.
5.9. Good Lord, Ron. You're drinking the hard shit, brother.
Man, I wish they'd let me do a couple of videos of my machine working.
They won't let you do anything in there.
No.
The county was kind of weird about that when I was working on cars. I kind of had to make sure certain people weren't in the shop when I did a video because they got all weird about it. But I usually tried to make sure I wasn't
what I
showing
did,
logos.
Ryan, turn your camera on, put it in your
Well, but
pocket.
he said they're stickler about phones. If they saw it, they probably wouldn't let him have it.
Oh, I could. I'm on because I'm on second shift. There's nobody there. I could stand there with my GoPro and just.
But if they saw it,
yeah, there's
Yeah.
too many people at my work. Hell, the whole HR department watches my shit. So it's
the
like
whole H.
That's what I'm saying.
I went in
Put it in your
whenever I came.
shirt pocket
But the
and
thing
turn it
is,
on.
you would see the video though afterwards.
Yeah. Like the HR department is the worst people to be watching my videos. That's for sure.
Man, as long
Well,
as
the
they
thing
don't
was-
see, logos from your work or you mention your work, you should be clean and clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're becoming.
I mean,
assholes.
unless it's some weird proprietary stuff that you're building, which it may be. Like sure as hell don't want to be showing you building government, equipment.
Well, what we make is actually kind of cool. We make explosion-proof control boxes for like oil rigs and refineries and stuff like that. So security is really big on.
Yeah, and that's probably why they don't want you doing videos of it because then the people that want to blow that shit up,
Well,
they
and the
could
thing
probably
is, we
figure out
got
how
this
to.
one tool I really want to film. I got to talk to him about letting me do it because it's just a tap, okay? But the thing is, the tap comes down to the top and then coolant shoots through the tap, and then it taps the hole, and it'll go and do that. Oh, it's really fucking cool to watch.
Yeah, I bet that'd be mesmerizing. Well, that's like JB's videos.
That's CNC.
When he's running them saw blades, I'm like, it's going clicky clacky clicky.
Watch
I'm like, night time. But yeah, that would be cool to see that. I saw these really neat, those new self-centering taps. Have you seen those? They're like conical. They look like a step bit, and they center themselves. Cool as shit.
Well, that's like I've seen a couple of guys on here. Jed, I gave him shit for it. These guys, when they got to tap a hole, they're all dainty and I'm like, dude, just chuck that thing up in a cordless drill.
Yeah, just let it go. Yep.
You're not going to break a tap. And if you do, you can get it out. There's ways.
Yeah, they're threading a piece of sheet metal that's like as thick as this, and they're going, eat. I'd be done with that in like less than a second with a fucking driver, like, or a drill or whatever.
The one that got me, and I don't think he's here, but I haven't said anything. When Blake was helicoiling those heads, he was tapping a hole and he used a crescent wrench. I've done that a lot. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
But then the tool to put the helicoil in, he put a tap handle on that. I'm like, oh.
Like, what did you do? I remember that now. I'm sitting there like, I could have had a V8, I'm like.
But like I said, there's nothing wrong with use. I do. Like I said, I do it all the time.
I use vice grips. I use a 12-point socket that'll fit over the.
We had something when I worked for the newspapers. They had actual sockets that taps fit in. I said, I want to get a set of those so bad.
Yep. Yeah, I have a set of tap sockets. They're great. Yeah, they really are.
Downside to the tap sockets these days is a lot of the ones that are made now don't fit the tap sockets.
Exactly.
It sucks.
Yep. But you know what will fit? Bike strips and a
Semi mechanics
GD
are the
crescent
kings of
wrench.
vehicle mechanics. That ain't no shit. Yeah,
Semi mechanics.
semi mechanics are the shit. I can't
Danny
compare to
Boyd was
them
asking,
because that's
he was
just
asking if anybody watches Bendin with Bendin.
Yeah, I do.
I don't know who that is.
So I must be the
Try
shit because I have worked on semis before. Is what Don's telling me.
Oh, I have
No.
too, but it sucked.
I it's easier because there's a hell of a lot more room. You just tilt the whole nose over. If the cab's in the way, you
That's
just pull the
fine, but you
cab
got to
off.
use a fucking transmission jack to do a starter.
No, you have a starter jack.
What got me, it made me a lot less scared to do stupid shit, was I worked for a printing press company. And we used to make. Have you ever noticed? You
I
remember
heard
back
being
in
a
the.
printing press operator is some dangerous shit.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, man. There ain't an operator there that's got all their fingers or. But no, remember how you used to open a newspaper and it'd be like way out here, and now it's like they keep getting smaller and smaller.
Right? Yeah.
Well, that's what I did. Was I would go in and make the printing presses take smaller and smaller paper, and my boss handed me what the fuck he handed me
Jason, are you
a fucking
incognito?
grinder.
Yeah, the camera's being weird. Hold on a second. Fuck.
When they were explaining how to do this to me, there's certain parts that you got to just cut them down. And my boss just handed me a grinder and said, "Here, make this fit." So I'm cutting on these $1 million fucking printing presses, and now I'm not scared to do shit now.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, I did notice the other day they had papers at McDonald's, and sometimes I'll grab one just because I'm bored. But it's like this big now. It's literally like when it's folded, it's this size, and then you open it up, and it's like what the. And it's like $5. When I delivered them, they were 25 cents.
Right.
They were this big.
That's where I met
You
the
had that,
guy.
you had that big bag over your shoulder, and I mean, I was a skinny guy back then,
That's where I met the guy that I aspire to be one day. Now the thing is, if you ever watched a printing press work, when you have these two pieces of paper come down, and they go into this folder, and then a regular newspaper comes out. Like there's some fucking magic.
there's
brought down in that machine.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, when those things
You're
screw
wrong.
up bad enough, there's one guy in the world that can get any folder working. His dad actually designed it. Well, the way this guy works, because you've got grease and paper dust, so you cannot smoke in a press room.
Oh no, it'll blow up. Yeah, like a corn
This
silo,
guy,
yeah.
and since 9/11, all the press rooms have been. You can't get into a newspaper anymore without a card.
Really?
Well, this guy finds a way in. He walks into the press room, walks straight to the folder, lights a cigarette, and then starts looking. He doesn't announce that he's there, and what always happens is someone comes up and says, "Hey, you can't smoke in here." He looks at that guy. He goes, "My name is whatever his name is. I can't remember his name." He goes, "You better hurry up and tell your boss that I'm here, because if I make it to my car, I'm going to the next job, and you guys are going to have to reschedule." He has never made it out of the building.
Wow.
And they don't care. He can smoke. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
Because he's the one that times that machine.
Yeah, he's the one that knows how to make. He's the only one in the world that knows how to make that machine work.
Wow.
I would love to have that much clout,
Makes you wonder what the invoice looks like for that.
Oh my God.
Semi-excavator, TA machine, roller spool.
Dan said that semi truck mechanics are kings.
We when I was working with my dad for this basement waterproofing company, we were basically fleet mechanics, and they bought this old bulldozer, And I was like, cool, I want to work on a bulldozer until I actually started working on a bulldozer. Now I wish I was a kid again so I could actually like bulldozers. I hate those fucking things. I hate working on them son of a bitches.
We had
Every,
at the,
everything is heavy. Everything.
oh my god, dude! At the county, we had it was a D8 YTN. It was a Dayton, is what I called it, because we're from Dayton. It was like from 1978. It's the oldest piece of machinery we have, and they wanted me to get
And
the
probably
air
the best
conditioning work on it because it was last year was cicada season. You guys probably remember that. And on top of that, the operator didn't like cicadas, but he's also allergic to bees. And anytime you fire that machine up, bugs are just attracted to the vibration of that big old cat motor in it. And yeah, I went out there, and man, it's out in the middle. It's out by the dog pound, Rob, out there on Webster Street, where the old
Didn't you say that
incinerator used
compressor
to
was
be.
like the size of the? Was this like size
Dude,
of an actual engine?
I had to go back. I had to take my truck back. I had to get the we call it the hydrant truck, which has a crane on it. Yeah, to be able to pick that thing off of it. It held 8 pounds of R12. This system held, and this compressor was like this long. It was crazy, and I didn't know where to get it. I called Caterpillar, and they're like, "Oh, well, we could probably get one. We're really not sure." And of course, this is during COVID time, so everybody had a fucking excuse not to do anything. So I was like, "Well, I've got it in the back of the truck, and Cat's up in Troy, so I'm just right there off the highway." So I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna shoot it up there." And they're like, I get up there, and they're like, "Well, where's the compressor at?" And I'm like, "Well, it's right there." They're like, "That's not a compressor." I'm like, "The fuck, it's not." They're like, "Oh, that must be the air compressor." And I was like, "No, it's not the air compressor. That's the AC compressor." These guys had no clue. Finally, the one old guy with the big boot on, he's probably supposed to have been retired like 20 years ago. He comes shaking his big old leg out, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's a blah blah blah." He's like, "You know what?" And I'm like, "What?" He says, "We got one of those out back. We're getting ready to throw it away." He's like, "The only reason we haven't thrown it away because nobody can pick it up." And I'm not shitting you. I go out back. There's a brand new one laying on the ground in the box. Carter board's just, ate up with mice and rats, been probably shitting in it or whatever. So I just stick my crane out there. I snatched it and brought it back. And yeah, dude, I hooked that thing up and I retrofitted it to R12 or R134. I think I had to put like 7 pounds of 134 in it. And they said, still to this day, it'll freeze you out of it. And it hadn't worked for 20 years by the time I got a hold of it.
Did it still have R12 in it?
What's that?
Did
I
still
didn't have anything in it. No, I didn't have anything in it when I took it apart. But dude, it's just like Brian says, just everything is heavy, and then you're 15 feet off the ground when you're in the cab of that thing, or working under the hood, and you're standing on the track, and if you fall, everything you hit is solid metal. Like, it's not rubber, it's not wood, it's
sharp
plastic.
Yeah.
It's freaking metal. And it's hotter than hell because
I did an AC compressor in a 2020 Fit today.
A Fit?
You know how big that compressor was?
Was that little baby?
It was like one of those micro compressors. Yeah. And it held 0.7 pounds of 1234.
Yeah.
Yeah. And man, it froze your ass out. That little bitty sumbitch.
I think that refrigerant works really well. It's just fucking $50.
Yeah, but it's highly explosive. It's higher explosive or higher. Its flash point is hotter than or less than propane.
Yeah, they compare it to propane, right? Yeah. Yep. But the environmental impact
is supposed to be better than 134.
Environmental impact wise, yes. 134 takes 99 years to dissipate out of the atmosphere.
Wow.
1234 takes like 90 days to dissipate out of the atmosphere, according to the the people that, yeah.
made it.
How the hell they track
that's
that?
probably
It's a
why
big
it's
ass
so.
atmosphere. The atmosphere is a big thing.
That's probably why it's so highly flammable, though, because I know
What'd you say,
with
Brian?
propane,
Sorry.
it dissipates super fast. It dries really quick.
Mhm.
I said, how did they test that? The atmosphere is a big thing.
Right? Yeah, it's
How
as
do
big
they
as the
know?
fucking planet. It's
How do
weird.
they know?
It's goddamn 24,000 miles around. You know, like how the hell? I know. I don't get it, Brian. I really don't.
Well, you know the vacuum chambers? The vacuum chambers, they do the same thing with those.
Yeah, it's just weird though, because you buy, we've used 134 since '94, I think it is, and it was okay
Yeah.
until what, 2017,
16.
18, 16? Yeah.
16, 17, it was the.
So you can
everybody
buy a
sugar swift.
30-pound bottle of 134 right now is like what, 250 probably, Rob? Something like that.
Mhm.
used
No,
to be
a
like
10-pound bottle, $600.
No.
Oh wait,
134.
what'd you say?
30-pound cylinder of
It is
134 is like,
$400.
nah, it's not that much. We just got one for like $239. Yeah, we just bought it the
Napa
other day,
sold
literally.
for $3.99.
Yeah, we bought it for $239, and then we got a
Okay.
10-pound bottle of 1234,
For
which
$6.
is $4.99. Yeah, it's $4.99. That was cheap. $50 fucking a pound, and it is only 10 pounds of it. You don't, like, what the fuck? You can't even buy a 30-pound cylinder of it.
No.
It's just the government.
Turbo Tom
gouging us
says
from the old.
1234 goes down blue. A big blue flash across the floor.
I'm assuming Tom has experimented with that.
That's something my dad used to. That was one of the things that my dad used to do all the time was air conditioning work. But
$3.99 for 1234 first responder. That's pretty good.
anymore, you got to have so much shit. You can't just do that out of your garage,
I can do 134 on my garage because I have a machine, but 1234, yeah, you've got to have a special machine. We've got to have.
Yes.
Well, now you have to have a refrigerant recovery license to buy either or. So luckily, I mean, Rob and I have that, but used to be you didn't have to work. Well, now R12 we did. Which I can't imagine how much R12 is anymore. It's got to be.
There's a couple
astronomical.
places that they require it doing 134 also.
Oh, I know there is. Yeah, 134 and 1234. You have to have it now, regardless. That's the new thing. Just started this year.
Advanced Auto and AutoZone is still selling little 12-ounce cans to everybody.
Oh, 134.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
Well,
bought
hell,
an
that's
old
mostly air anyway. So who gives a shit? It is. It's 80% air. Those cans are worthless. Those Pro Shot fucking bottles with the gauge on it and all that magical shit.
With a
Most of
stop
that's
leak.
compressed air. Yeah, it's mostly compressed air and stop leak. There's no refrigerant in there.
Well, give it
There was-
time. I bet 1234 is going to drop in price, and we'll be able to do it at home again.
No,
Because they have
I think
separate gauges like they do 134.
I think it's going to go up just like 12 did. Remember how crazy 12 went up when 134 came out?
I still got
guarantee
6
that.
cans in my drawer in my toolbox.
I got a 30-pounder brand new one on my machine, so we're okay for a couple years. I don't
Of
use that
R12?
much. 34.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking, I've still got R12 in my toolbox.
I have R12 also, and it's probably, like I said, R12 has to be. I'm gonna look it up right now.
I bought an old truck and there was 4 cans of R12 behind the seat. I was like, man, I wonder what this is worth. It might be worth more than the whole truck.
I think it's going for about $100 a pound right now.
Yeah, about half of what I paid for the truck.
Yeah.
Oh my god! A 30-pound cylinder of R12 is $4,367 plus $104 shipping.
Jesus.
We're sitting on a gold mine, boys.
But that shit works so good too.
It does. Well,
It
I'll
did.
tell you though, the 1234 works pretty fucking good because it's close to propane. Like when you didn't have R12, you put propane in it, and I mean propane will chill the shit out of something. You don't want it to
Wasn't
blow
that
up.
Freeze 12 propane?
That was mostly propane, yes.
Because I put that in my truck, and dude, I had that sucker down to 34 degrees.
Yeah, it'll freeze
It
up
was
a
cold
evaporator.
as shit.
My dad told
Nice
me one
thing
time
about-
he knew a trick on the Chrysler. You know how they had the compressors on the Chryslers with the two caps on them?
Yep.
He knew a trick on that one where he could overcharge it, and we had an old Fury, I think it was. And I remember as a kid sitting in the back seat and seeing my breath
Oh, I don't doubt it with R12. Yeah.
because he was my dad. Well, he was, you ever see that show, that old show Home Improvement with Tim Allen? That's basically what I grew up with my dad. Was nothing is right. It's always got. But he never worked on like how to make a car faster. He just like made the air conditioning so to freeze your nuts off.
Right.
You know? I'm gonna build a giant potato cannon.
I don't
I'm gonna
remember
make
air conditioning when I was a kid.
He
Yeah.
he had an old
134 has
Ford
a-
truck. He had an old Ford truck with the cab lights on it.
Yeah.
And that was when Knight Rider first came out, and it had the lights that went back and forth on the front of the car. He rigged up a windshield wiper motor with leads on it to where his cab lights would do that on top of the truck.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You know, I think the only car that I remember AC, my dad's old 68 Impala, he had the AC worked in it, and the old camper that my grandma and grandpa had, the AC worked in it. But the Cordoba, it didn't last long. The old 76 lean burn, it didn't last very long, and the old Oldsmobile didn't last. So, yeah, we didn't have a whole lot of AC as kids growing up.
They always wanted the window seat, roll the window down.
Well, that was the thing. You know how people say about a mechanic's car.
My 6 Grand Prix.
Don't buy it. That's what I say.
Most of my dad's cars use more oil than gas, but the damn AC worked in them.
That's right. Yeah, first responder, like you said, 134 is just slower to change of state. than
My old
R12.
6 Grand Prix, that AC was cold as shit.
Well,
That was
that's the only
$200 for
difference.
that car.
That's the only difference I really noticed between the 134 and the 12 was when you're going down the road, you can't tell the difference. It's when you're stopped and you're sitting in traffic and everything slows down. The 134 will get warmer than the R12 will, you know. Like Dan said, it leaks easier because it has smaller molecules.
truck
Yes,
doesn't.
you're right. Is your truck
That's why they use that
134?
pack oil on the. Yeah.
Well, I guess what I should have said, because when you retrofitted an R12 to 134,
The Trailblazer did it.
Yep. When you would slow down, you'd be at a light. It
Yeah.
wouldn't be as cool constantly until you started moving and got air moving through the condenser. Because, like first responder says, that the 134 changes state a lot slower than the 12 did. From going from a gas to a liquid, it
Mhm.
takes longer to condense or expand, whichever way you want to think about it. Because the refrigerant has to get hot before it gets cold. So it has to be compressed
Right.
and heated.
Turn to a liquid before a gas.
Yep.
Oh wait, maybe you guys might bite on this. I've got an 03 Dodge Ram. I will pay somebody $50 whole to change my heater cord.
Negative.
I just don't want to do it.
I don't either.
I'm so much stop leak in that thing.
I hate heater cores. Heater
Well,
cores in new cars are a bitch.
That Ram, if you look at the book, it's 8 hours of labor.
Mm-hmm.
It's change the heater cord.
Rob could probably do it in like 15 minutes.
Probably, but you got to take the
What year
whole
is it?
dash out. 03.
03.
Hold on. 03? Yeah, hour and a half is done. It's even charged after that.
Not if I did it, Brian. It'd be like 4 weeks later and the windshield be busted out of it.
That's what I'm worried about. I don't want to.
I can have I hang the dash from my ratchet straps and just
There
pull
you
it
go,
back, pull the
Pharaoh.
gearbox.
Pharaoh says his are R255, 2 windows down and 55 mile an hour.
That's
And the
right.
wingtips open, baby. Fucking
You know
wingtips.
that-
Where
Well,
the fuck
my
did
Camaro was
wingtips go?
factory. My Camaro is factory non-AC, so I've got the floor vents.
Mm-hmm.
I think those feel better than air conditioning,
I wouldn't go that far.
especially if you got
miss-
shorts on.
I miss the old ball cooler vent like my Malibu had right there underneath the steering column. Had that right at the old crotch. You know, they don't have those anymore.
And well, they got rid of that. Like you were saying, they got rid of the wing windows. I want
Yeah.
a car with wing windows so
Fucking
bad.
wing windows are great. Dad,
I love
dad
the
has a-
windows.
our dad has a '67 Camaro, and that was like my backup car when the Mustang would break. I'd drag race it. So the Mustang, I'd flip the sunroof open at the end of the track, and it would suck the vents were open, obviously, but it'd suck all the cold air in. That was nice. But man, there wasn't anything better than flipping that wing window open because I could aim that thing right at me and just, you know. And
That is one thing I need to buy. Because those little trucker fans,
Mm-hmm.
those things are nice in race cars.
I have one in my Dodge even. We've got a quad cab Dodge Cummins that we tow our camper with. And it only has front AC, so when I got my grandkids with me, I've got this little bitty one. It's a little USB. It's like, I don't know, maybe a 3-inch fan. I put that on the vent. Dude, it'll freeze you out of there. It's crazy.
Oh, Bear Rose said his 50 Ford has wing windows in the back too.
Nice. See, what?
I need to look that up.
Like, where? It's paradise. That's right. Like,
Oh, it was a Chrysler Imperial or something that I was looking at online. We brought it up on a couple of the wide guys, but it had power wing windows.
oh, yeah.
I was like, I gotta have this car. It had,
Right.
and it was like a 60. I want to say like a 64, but it had power seat, power everything.
That's cool. I saw a
What is
Cadillac
that 50
one time
Ford
that
that
had-
Bear Rose has? Is that an old coupe?
A 50 Ford he has that he's working on? I think it's a coupe, yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I've seen so many cars he's working on.
Oh, he has a bunch, dude. He has a bunch. 4-door sedan, he says. Nice.
Okay.
That's the one that got dropped off the loader and fucking. I think I should say that.
First responder, I
Oh.
really just want to get rid of the truck. I'd really like to just find me another square body.
So those
Dakota.
doors are like mirror image. It's got the wing vent in the back. I bet that
Those
does
Dodge
feel good.
trucks rust really bad. Where you're from, Brian?
Around the rear wheel wells, but that's
Yeah.
really. And the
Did you
bottom
say it was
wheel
a
well.
06? Is that what you said yours was?
03.
03. I got an 08, and it's up here. It's pretty good, and actually, it's from New York, so somebody must have took good care of it. It ain't too bad, but
Well, and people complain about those the V6s in those. Mine's a V6, and it's got 280,000 miles on it, and it just keeps going.
is it the 3.9 or the 3.7?
Think it's the 3.9.
Yeah, 3.9 was a good one. The
It was the
3.7,
older one. 3.7 was the newer one, right?
yeah, 3.9's like a 318. That was a good engine, but the
Yeah,
3.7. Ask Rob. He used to rebuild all them 3.7s and 4.7s. Those things fucking suck.
Dropping valve seats like crazy.
God, I hate those. But I had a Dakota with a 3.9 in it, and I love that damn thing. My son fucking destroyed it.
Yep, that was a cool truck.
I wish I lived where there wasn't emissions because I'd just drop a big block in the son of a bitch and say,
But you need to move up here.
fun.
It gets cold up here, though. fuck up
It's cool down here too, but
Yeah, it's true.
I ain't that far south of you. You know, I think
No,
we're pretty well straight across.
yeah, right. Because you're by
What
St.
the
Louis, right? You're
hell
south of
just
St.
Yeah.
Louis.
happened?
Yeah.
You guys aren't far from Indy, are
What's
you?
Bear say?
2 hours from Indy.
Okay, so it'd be about a 5-hour drive to you.
Yeah.
From the side, you don't
Yeah, it
know
usually
if it's
takes us
coming or going.
about 5.5, 6 hours to get to St. Louis from here when we go. We're 7 hours to Sykeston, so I know you're not far from there. So yeah.
About 2.5 hours from there.
Yeah. So we've got the whole state used to have emissions. I think we only have emissions now up north in Cleveland. That's the only place we have now. So, but
They lost their asses on that emissions.
they did, man. They spent so much money on that shit, and I really don't think they got rid of a whole lot of old cars because everybody found the loopholes. Like we could get collector tags and what's the hysterical tags like I got on
the exemptions.
the exemptions. Yeah. Shit, you get historical tags. They're good for 49 years and it's $50, you know.
I know, but you can only drive 500 miles a year.
It's 1,000 miles a year. You ain't gonna drive a fucking car like that 1,000 miles a year. I don't give a fuck. Even if you did power tour, you're not going 1,000 miles, are you?
Yeah.
Was it 12? Oh, it is 1,200 miles, isn't it?
Unhook
But-
the speedometer.
I'll guarantee you that the S10s had hysterical tags on it for 2 years, and it ain't went about 2 miles. Actually, it went.
I think
6.
I do more miles doing burnouts than I do
It
driving
went.
the car.
Yeah, it went 6 miles because I drove it from here to work and back. When I worked at the county, it was 3 miles, and then the next morning I needed it, and it had rained, and the gas tank was so rusty, and somebody cut a hole in the bed to put a fuel pump in it, that all the water out of the bed soaked into the fucking gas tank, and I never did get that thing to run again. And that's when we pushed it in the garage, and I took it apart and started working on it. That was 2 years ago. And now it'll actually drive on its own. But I don't even want to drive it to my work now. It's 17 miles one way. I don't think it'll make it. It might make it, but I doubt it. It'd be fun, though. Same here in
Terrible Tom
Ohio.
saying he drives that much in his Model T every year.
Yeah, I don't. I know I won't drive that truck 1,000 miles a year. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but did a
Might.
Model T even have an odometer?
Probably not. It probably doesn't even have a speed on. Well, actually,
They might.
I think those might have odometers. Yeah, I'm trying to think about it. Tom will let us know. He's got one.
I'm guessing he doesn't drive a lot of interstate though.
I doubt it. Yeah.
Probably get run over. Have to
Hey,
make
Tom,
him-
don't we have? Doesn't that Gaslight or whoever it is out in Brookville? Don't they have the original Model T metal stampings, or is that the 40 Ford? Somebody in Brookville has the original Ford stampings for something. I think it's either the 40 Ford, or maybe it's even both. Maybe there's another place called Gaslight that, because I remember James was buying parts for his Model T there. Pretty neat place, actually. There is my fucking camera
There's your
again.
camera again, Jason.
I know.
As long as we got your pretty voice there.
I'm over here fucking, doing 976 babe calls. What was that?
You don't want to drive that S10 with that drive shaft the way it is anyway. It might
Fuck it, I'll drive
rattle
it.
the rest of the rust out.
That's what I need to do. Rust is lighter than carbon fiber, baby. Well, I figure if I can, it'll pull it out of the garage, out on the street, back up into the other side of the house where I really want to work on it this summer anyway. It'll be fine.
No odometer. Between me and my brother, we go 5K miles a year. Damn, that's pretty good. What's top speed in it?
About 47 miles an hour, I'm guessing. at 2
I'm
miles a
thinking
gallon.
40 myself. It's not that bad. I think James.
I remember
told
that
me
one
when
James
he
had.
drove
That thing was
his-
about 7-to-1 compression because you could literally turn a fan by. You could turn the fan, turn the motor over, and
45.
start it.
Right.
45.
You guys live out there. I know I've said this before. You guys live out there by Disco Dean, though, don't you? Don't you
Yeah,
know somebody
yeah.
that lives there?
Yeah, Disco Dean lives in Fairborn, which
He
is
lives out in Fairborn. It's about 15 minutes
yeah.
away from
You
us.
guys ought to talk him into coming on one of your lives. I bet that'd boost your.
Man,
Man, I've
we're
tried,
trying.
and he just
He's
gives
just
me
so-
excuses.
He's just so busy with filming stuff, man.
Well, yeah. He's doing all that No Prep Kings now again. Isn't
That's the problem
Well,
with those guys.
I
Is,
caught him one night.
well, he was at Clancy's one night.
He
We caught
texted
him.
me
Remember?
back.
he?
Yeah.
He seems like a decent
Well,
guy.
you know, there was that too, but we weren't on live. Oh, Dean's
Yeah,
awesome.
he's just a
but
normal guy, Brian.
when he has downtime, yeah. But when he has downtime, he doesn't want to do any YouTube, anything other than when he's doing his filming.
He just wants to hang
Yeah,
out with his dudes.
I can understand that.
But yeah, they come to our local watering
Well, and I
hole
told
up
him-
there and-
Sure, be cool as hell to get him out to No Name Nationals, though.
it would.
God damn.
He won't.
But yeah, I understand
The
it.
bad
but
thing
basically
is
that's
the
what-
time where he's. Well, no, he's got his window tint business. He also has a he pays a realtor now to buy and sell his properties. That's where he makes a lot of his other money. But trying to get him to come on to YouTube for a few minutes is like pulling fucking teeth.
Yeah, because it's just.
I told him, I was
Well,
like,
if you
dude, no
got-
one's going to ask you about no prep because you're not allowed to.
No,
Well,
there
we
was
need-
something.
I'll get him on here eventually.
What
Is
we
there
need him
something
to
I-
do is we need him to make a new YouTube channel where he's incognito, like he's, you know,
Uh-huh.
he's Brian Brinker or whoever, you know. We just bring him on. You know? We just have him like me without no camera on. You're like, hey, because he's really smart. His dad is fucking super smart.
That would have been
Robert
the
and I-
thing.
Robert
That
and
would
I
have been
saw.
the thing. with you.
Yeah, we got his
500.
Corvette at the car show
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, the original car they ran, Brian, was it was called Carnes and Lopez. It was Papa Dean and God, what was his name? Not George Lopez. What the hell am I saying? It was a nice guy named Lopez. He passed away probably 20 years ago, and they were teamed up. Super good racers, beautiful. What was that 63 Corvette, Rob?
This right here is the future. It looks like it's going
53.
Not hear me?
Corvette.
Is it 53?
Or
Yeah, it is.
55
It's a
Corvette.
50. It's 55. You're right. Yeah, because it's the
55.
old. Looks like a T-bird. Yeah. But yeah, we actually saw that at the swap meet this year. They had a whole concourse of just old Killcare race cars, and one of them was hilarious. It was originally a triple black.
It was vintage Kill Care Dragway.
Right. Well, they had
It's the Hot Wheels mantra.
but they had a bunch of old cars, and like it was funny because they had a picture of the race car and it was red. It was like all beefed up, you know. It was an old drag car, and then this is this really super triple black, you know, Cobra 428.
To come together as a team.
And Rob saw it; it had the 2 4s on it. He was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Yeah, that's legit." But they kept all the original stuff,
Yeah.
took it out and stored it, and then when they got done racing it, they restored it. So it was red when it was a race car, and it had like, I don't know what motor it had in it, but probably had a 427 in it or something. But then they put the old 428 and it had everything, all the original air cleaner. It was
It was nasty.
it was pretty badass. Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw him was on Street Outlaws, and he had that Pro Mod thing.
Yeah.
Remember what it was? But then I saw him. He was in a Challenger for a
Which
little
one?
while.
Yeah, he had a Challenger. So he had a Challenger, he had a Malibu,
Yeah, and then I saw Malibu. I'm like, man, why didn't you stay with the Challenger? That was so
Yeah.
cool.
Then he had the
His
Cadillac.
first one was
cars
a
were
Cadillac CTS, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I
But those
think
Challengers were pink from the factory. You could get them pink from the factory. So I don't
right.
know why he didn't.
But I
He
think
really likes pink.
they've all had Hemis in them, though. I'm pretty sure with blowers on them. So,
Yep.
Yeah, he runs
Big
those
screw
screw
blowers.
blowers, doesn't he?
hmm
Well,
I
that was
think there's
because
another guy from
Daddy
Dayton here
Dean
that
told
helped
him.
him. Is it's not Dave Lair. Who's the top fuel guy from Dayton? Uh, he got in a big fire up in Columbus years ago and got hurt. He wasn't going to race
He's in a fucking
anymore.
wheelchair.
It's shit.
He's in a wheelchair.
Yes, he's in a wheelchair, and I can't think of what his name is. It's Dad actually worked for him for a while.
He the one that had
Huh?
that slingshot drag up to the car show in Centerville?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. That's the same guy that brought that slingshot dragster to the car show in Centerville.
No, the guy that took the slingshot was the guy from Advanced Carburetors. That was I can't even think of his name either. This guy owned a machine company here in Dayton. I can't think of what it's called. They make parts for helicopters. His name's God damn it. I'm gonna have to look it up. But he runs Top Fuel again. His kid's driving. I'm looking it up.
Did you guys see that? I didn't put it out on YouTube. I did a thing
Pat
on
Dakin.
Facebook.
Remember Pat Dakin, Rob?
Yes.
Yeah, he runs
I
a
haven't heard that
Dakin
name
machine
forever.
or whatever it is. They build military shit. He's got big money. But I think that's another one of the guys that helped Dino get started too.
Hey, Batman Albright, the city's top cop is sounding off on the changes he wants to see under this new leadership. 5 Minutes Night, Brent Sullivan is live outside the Carnahan Courthouse.
Did you guys see that thing I put on Facebook? That video I took of that Javelin with the blower. It's a bad son of a bitch. I put it up on my dust up
First
page.
responder, I still have my factory Speedo. You know, my 410 gear, that thing reads like 55 when I'm doing 30.
Yeah, my
I even tried to
speedometer.
put the different Speedo gear in it. I put the most teeth Speedo gear in that 400 to try and drop my Speedo down, and then I dropped it down 10. So I have to get that little, I don't know what kind of box it is, but they were on like Suburbans and things like that. They had a little box attached to the side of the 400 turbo to reduce the Speedo because of them having 456 gears and stuff like that for towing.
Yeah, I wonder what mine would read with the 488s in it.
A lot.
Well, I'm also running a 31-inch tall tire on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be pretty close actually, because most of your speedometer ratios or gear ratios are factored on a 26-inch tall tire. So
I'm wanting to do that on one of these forums. I took pictures to do it today. I'm on the A
We
body.
saw so many tunnel rams out there at that swap meet. I was so tempted to.
Should have bought all of them.
yeah, there was a lot of.
No, there was a lot.
But people on these forums
It'd
are
be
always
fun to put a tunnel ram on it.
people are always asking what size tire will fit on what size tire will fit on a factory Duster, this, that. I got pictures of mine. I want to say 31/16/5 fits just fine.
Right.
It sticks out about 4 inches.
My ex-father-in-law, Steve, he had a 69 Roadrunner. Still got pictures of it, and he had a 31-inch tall, I think he said 14 or 15-inch wide tire under that car. and it barely stuck out the wheel opening.
I had 30x9 Hoosiers on my Mustang.
Yeah, well,
The guys were always like,
we
"How'd
know
you fit
how
that
that got to
tire in
fit.
there?" I'm like, "I just bolted it on." No, my dad's a body man. He pie cutted the fucking fender well and made it work. It was pretty cool.
For years, she and her fellow officers have
Dad was like, "How
Watching him
tall
cut
tire
that-
you want to put on this?" I was like,
thing, I'm
30
like,
inch tall.
whoa.
He's like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, 30-inch tall tire, Dad. That's what I want to put on it. 30x9." And it fit. Actually,
It
one
looked
side
good,
was
too.
bigger than the other. He made the right side bigger, so when it came down, it wouldn't hit the tire. He pushed the opening up. It's pretty cool.
Dan, do you realize it's 11 o'clock?
Came here to chat and drink beer, and now I'm out of beer. Well, that's why, yeah, because it's time for bed. Yeah, baby.
See, it's just fine.
What's up?
I got a place to sit.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, look at them back tires. Yeah. When my son Hunter was little, we went to Cars and Parts swap meet where we just were over the weekend, and they were doing a magazine shoot. I can't remember what magazine it was. It was like Big Wheels or whatever. This guy had 22-inch. Back then, you couldn't get big wheels like other people get now, but it had 22-inch semi truck like a super single wheels on the back of it.
Ooh.
And he was so little he could back up and sit inside of it. And I was trying to tell, he's like a year old. Well, he wasn't even a year old yet. He was like, let's see. Well, he was almost a year old because it was the second one of the year. And he walked up and he sat down. He went through the tape where he wasn't supposed to be. And I'm like, Hunter, come here. And he went over and he sat down on that wheel. And the lady was like, "No, I have to take pictures of this." And the guy that owned the car was there. I was like, "Hey, man, I apologize. I've been trying to teach him not to do this, but he's just infatuated with wheels, and he always was. I mean, he's a car guy now. So, yeah. So somewhere there's a magazine with Hunter sitting down in this 22.5-inch wheel. It was hilarious. He had like a juice box or something when he was in it.
residents in Baton Rouge are the only
Oh, right at home.
and holidays.
Well, that's like Ken from Tall Garage. You guys
Yeah.
know him?
Oh yeah, we know.
He's had like
Oh, yeah.
3 or 4 different articles on Facebook from Hot Rod Magazine on his stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn, when I get mine run, I'm gonna be like, Kid, hook me up. Come on. Nobody's seen anything like my shit in a long time.
Oh yeah,
Well,
'cause,
Dad's car.
Paul Barn, whatever it is, garage, fucking pissed him off, and he
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I was
and
there
it-
for all of it.
Yeah, I think he's right. Like, kind of a prick.
Yeah, well,
Just saying,
he wants attention for his car
When
is
we
shot
went
full of
to
holes. So,
the Americano.
There's some other people I could say that about, but
Damn it.
I'm not going to. Don knows who I'm talking about.
The
He's like, no.
the car show up at Shellberger Park.
Mm-hmm.
That guy came
wish they
through and
still-
took a picture of Dad's car.
I wish I
What
still
the hell
did
was that? Was it Carcraft or something?
I think it was Hot Rodder magazine
I
or
can't
whatever
remember,
it was.
but
Not Hot Rod, but Hot Rodder or whatever. National
Dad's
Rodder
car
or
is
whatever it was.
in. Yeah, Dad's car is in a magazine somewhere. He's got a copy of it.
Just one.
Just one. That's it. Yeah.
Yep.
That's our claim to fame. I found a magazine the other day. I was in
His
the back
damn
of it.
kid, right after the pictures were taken.
Oh yeah, he said,
Really?
"Ooh, that's a cool Mustang." Dad was
Yeah. Little fucker.
Hey Brian, what size tires are on the back of your Duster?
Yep.
31 16.5s.
all of it.
All of
the
it. I'm waiting for somebody to say, "Oh, I like your Nova." I'm probably going to hit him in the mouth.
Well, just so they don't say, "Hey, Brian, that was a pretty cool Pinto." That's it.
I would like to have a Pinto. Pintos are fucking.
Man,
You see the
I have
prices of
always
Pintos?
wanted a V8 Pinto, like Blue Collar Garage has got.
Just look up on Facebook Marketplace when you got time. Look up Pintos. They are going for all the money right now.
Oh, I know. I want a Volkswagen Beetle, and they're
Oh,
stupid money. Stupid money. Well, Don knows that. He's looked at a few and did videos on a few. Like,
Yeah, it's
it's stupid money.
ridiculous. And it used to be years ago you could pick one up for $100.
Yeah. Now they're like $6,500.
Yeah.
There's a guy over across from where I work. Got one. It's like the brown, not brown, but like a beige color. It's just it's nothing fancy. The only cool thing it has is a roof rack, and he wants $16,500 for it, and he'll probably get it. I mean, it's a really nice, just bone stock. He drives it back and forth to work. The heater works, everything. Volkswagen Beetle. I'm like, I'm
That's
just all
what
the
I
time
learned.
like,
That's what I
dude.
learned to drive in was a Beetle.
Yeah, I've always been attracted to those cars.
well, I know
Well,
your camera's not working, but when you say the heater works on a Beetle, you got to do air quotes. The heater works.
yeah, right. But it does. It actually, everything's there. Like all the vents, all the manifold covers. Because that's all that was just heat off the exhaust. That was the big joke when I was a new kid in the business. Was, hey, we got a Volkswagen coming in for a radiator flush. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't fucking know any better. But I did get the guys one time.
All right,
I
fellas.
pulled one in because every time we had one come in for a muffler, it was like everybody had to poop because they were a pain in the ass. And I said, this one's coming in. It's got an automatic transmission in it. And they
I remember you telling me about that.
They did not realize that there was an automatic transmission one. Well, I got out of doing it, and the other new guy that knew everything pulled it in. Well, when he cut the studs up, because that's all we did. We never tried to unbolt the studs because they would always break. We just cut the nuts off and we'd go drill them out. We had these weird oversized studs. They were like 10 millimeter on one side and 8 millimeter on the other. So we drill it 10 millimeter or whatever it was. We drill it 9 millimeter and tap it. Well, when he cut the bolts off the exhaust, he cut the transmission cooler lines because he didn't believe me that it had an automatic transmission in it.
My dad was telling me about a time he was working on one of those. He had his hand on the shifter, and it wouldn't go into gear.
Mm-hmm.
Dean.
He had to let off of it.
And he reached up to scratch his head, and it almost went through the.
It went gear. Yes, that
Yeah.
was the clutch. Yeah, the first one I ever drove into the shop was that one. That was the hydro automatic. Yeah, you put your hand on the shifter, and that was literally the clutch. So you let up off the shifter real slow. And when you grabbed it, you pushed it down to shift it. And yeah, like you said, Dad probably did get a face full of dashboard and steering wheel and window. Yep.
I never got to experience.
I did the
one of
same
those
thing. I
cars.
was like, why the fuck won't this thing move? And then Daryl, you know who I'm talking about, Rob. Daryl was like, let go of the shifter. I let
Mhm.
go and I was like,
I need to get my dad on a live, just telling old stories.
Those are the best stories.
Oh, that'd be cool
Yeah.
as hell.
Old man stories.
Well,
He just
we
called
get
me.
old guys that come into the shop and, we fix their cars and then they start talking about old cars they used to have and what they used to do to these old cars. And they sit there and talk to you for hours about their old cars. Yeah. Hey, look, there's Jason.
came back.
My dad would just spend the whole time calling me fucker.
It,
I thought that was my name for 15 years of my life.
how do you spell Jason with F,
All right.
Dad? I don't remember. All right, you ready to get off?
I hate
bro?
to do it, but
is.
I got to
I
get up and
know,
take Dad to the
I gotta
doctor
go
at
to bed.
6.
Wow, quarter after
But thanks,
11
Don
already.
and Brian, Jason, Wendy, Dean, Tom, Dan.
Our brother from down under,
Damn.
Dean Stevenson.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steamboat side. That's right.
All right,
All
now
right,
I just
guys.
need Thursday off so I can get on Jason's live.
Yep, I'll be on there Thursday. I'm only on for an hour
You
though.
can
'cause
sneak in there for a minute.
I'm prequel
Well, like I said, whenever I'm chatting at work, whenever I'm in the chat, I'm in the bathroom. I don't think you guys want to see that.
and yeah, no. And don't send me any
Turn your
messages
camera
on
off.
Facebook about that either. I don't want to see that shit.
All right, I'll talk to y'all
All
later.
right, Brian. Good
All
seeing
right.
you, brother. Good seeing you, Don.
Later, Brian.
Later, all.
Don, Jason. You guys take it easy. We'll catch you on Thursday
All right, brother. We
or
out.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
All right. See you guys.